What's going on, Investomaniacs? Knight Rider here, and today we're taking a look at iRobot, the robotic vacuum cleaning company. Wait, I think this is the wrong iRobot. Oh, that's the iRobot I'm talking about. If it fits, I sit. iRobot has had a virtual monopoly on the robotic cleaning vacuum thingy market for so long, but not as of late. More and more competitors have been coming in, underpricing, and often outselling iRobot. iRobot has models ranging from $300 to $1,100 on their OEM site, where they don't have to pay a lot of fees, but on Amazon, where they do have to pay a lot of fees, they'll sell you their $300 model for $250, again, where they have to pay more fees. I don't know how this makes sense, but you know, it's not like I'm running the company. Anyway, Ecovacs is drastically outselling iRobot. That's right, you would think like, well, the iRobot will at least be number one, right? No, they're number three. Ecovacs is number one, and some company called EUFY is also significantly outselling iRobot. On Walmart, you have Shark Ion as the best seller and iRobot in number two. On Best Buy, you do have iRobot dominating that site, which kind of makes sense for their demographic of buyers. And on Target, you have iRobot in the top two positions and Ecovacs in number three. So you can see in the kind of various platforms that people may be buying these things, iRobot is still up there. They're still strong, but they're not exactly as dominant as they once were. So they're trying to diversify their product and get some revenue coming in from different streams. One of those streams is the robotic mop, which has been a little underwhelming. They try to claim a compounded annual growth rate of 26%, but in 2018, they only experienced 6%-ish of revenue growth, and yet they're predicting 50% revenue growth in 2019. I don't know how they came to that number unless they're just going to spend stupid amounts of money on advertising, which is not how I want my revenue to come from. Anyway, let's take a look at how it's selling. You have the iRobot mop, and they have 1,364 reviews on Amazon, but they also have the iLife V5S as a competitor, and that one is outselling it by about 50%, at least if you go by the reviews, which is usually a pretty good indicator. It's the exact same price, but this one also doubles as a vacuum, so that kind of makes sense. If you want something that's compatible with Alexa, you can go down to the third best-selling one with 311 reviews for $250 after the coupon, and that one is also compatible with Alexa and is also rated quite a bit better. They also tried the iRobot pool cleaner, and this just seemed to be a dramatic failure. It didn't sell well. It was rated horribly at 2.8 out of 5 on their own OEM website. On Amazon.com, it's also not available, ranking 2.9 out of 5 with 75 reviews. You compare that to the best-selling pool cleaner on Amazon, and it has 4.2 rating out of 5 stars with 824 reviews. That's about 11 times as many reviews. So they could have made a lot of revenue there. They kind of took a swing and a miss on the pool cleaner. They are also trying the robot lawnmower. This is a market which I think will grow significantly in the coming decades. However, I'm not positive that iRobot is going to be the one to take that market share. They say they're going to release it in 2020. However, this is something they have been working on since at least 2006. So I wouldn't be surprised if they have another delay on that. But I do hope they go ahead and release it. And that is something which, if it starts selling well and catches on, this is something which I think could be huge and could change my opinion on the iRobot stock. But I do need a little bit of proof. Plus, it's going to be harder for iRobot. When they came out with the vacuum cleaner, they were kind of the only game in town for the most part for a long time, whereas there are already other competitors on the market, and iRobot hasn't even gotten to the market yet. Now this Husqvarna, it looks like, oh, nobody's really selling all that much. That's just because the market isn't developed in the US. However, this Husqvarna, which only has 9 reviews, this Husqvarna has sold over 1 million robotic lawnmowers as of 2017, but they're based over in Europe where robotic lawn mowing is a lot more developed. So, but if something picks up in the US, I think Husqvarna has a good chance of picking up, because they already have the ability to produce a massive amount of these things. They've been making them for years and years. They've got quality control down. Everything kind of makes sense that if the market was to pick up here, this would more likely than not be the company that would probably take up a good chunk and at least keep iRobot honest in terms of pricing. They're not going to be able to have the same margins they once did because there are already other competitors out there. All right, so the not iRobot, but the overall robotic vacuum cleaning global retail sales have increased 40% year over year, according to iRobot's own numbers, and yet iRobot, their company, has only increased revenues by 9% year over year in their most recent quarter. So the market is growing 40%. iRobot is only growing at 9%. That is quite scary. So you have significantly decelerating revenues, even though the market is still exploding quite significantly. This is not a stock I personally would want to put my money in, but I will be paying attention to when the lawnmower comes out. Hope you guys have a